We have someone in the audience who raised a point about that. They stated that even American-trained MLTs do not train in AP and therefore find it difficult to pass the CS-MLS exam. If BC was licensed, an American-trained MLT could work in medical lab, but have a license that restricts them from the AP department. So I think a regulatory college would indeed allow foreign-trained technologists to find work and address these human resource planning issues more effectively.
There's no question about that. Because British Columbia is the only province in Canada right now that does not license and regulate medical technologists, that is an issue for us. We don't have the ability to necessarily deal with them in an effective way. The way the process works right now, currently, is internationally trained technologists coming into British Columbia are required to go through a prior learning assessment and a credential recognition process with the CSMLS. And quite often that can be a lengthy process, it can be a costly process, it can be a somewhat frustrating process for those technologists who are trained in other countries. Many of these technologists may be well trained and have great experience in hematology or chemistry or whatever, but they don't have the ability to write those national examinations that are across 5 disciplines in lab technology. And if we had a regulatory college here in British Columbia, we would be able to look at provisional licensing. We would be able to look at licensing in such a way that would allow these individuals to work in a specific area of technology while they're on their way to becoming certified and doing the things that are necessary to be done to be certified by CSMLS in the long term. So it would certainly give us much more flexibility in dealing with internationally trained technologists if we had a regulatory and licensing framework in the province that would allow for provisional licensing in those particular cases. But even the internationally trained technologists coming in are not going to address our shortages over the long term. We need to be looking at it in a more holistic approach. We need to be looking at the number of students who are graduating on an annual basis. We need to be looking at the number of retirements that will affect those numbers. And the internationally trained certainly can be part of the solution, but they're certainly not all of the solution.